Than any president in the last 72 years, dating all the way back to Harry Truman. President Trump's big win? The Senate confirmed Judge Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court. That hasn't happened in a president's first 100 days since James Garfield did it 136 years ago. Well, let's bring in our political panel. Ben Ferguson is a radio host and a CNN political commentator, and Jonathan Tasini is a Democratic strategist. He joins us from New York. Thank you both for being with us. We want to talk about President Trump's first 100 days. If we can start with foreign policy, North Korea tonight, we've seen them launch another missile, a failed test. They continue to defy warnings from the U.S., and the president has cautioned that there is a chance of having a major conflict. Firstly, to Ben, how do you think the administration is handling this?
I think they're doing a pretty good job with this. I think you see the State Department working well with this White House, and also they're working well with China and others to put pressure on North Korea. The fact is North Korea has been able to pretty much do whatever they want to do for the last several years, and that can't happen moving forward. They've been testing far too many nuclear weapons. Their last blast they had at the end of last year was as large as the bomb that we dropped in Hiroshima, they say. And so they're also, we found out from intelligence, that every 6 to 7 weeks they're able and capable of making another nuclear weapon. So they have to be dealt with in some capacity. When you look as if there's a possibility that you might use military strength, it gives you a lot more leverage with China to put pressure on them, and also when it comes to trade with North Korea. So I think right now they're doing a pretty good job of putting everything on the table to try to get a diplomatic solution. As the Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said yesterday, he said, look, we want this to be a resolution that is not dealing with the military, but ultimately we have to protect our interests, our allies, and others around the world.
Jonathan, we are hearing tough words from President Trump. How do you think he is approaching this? What needs to happen?
Well, in general, I think the problem with Donald